Mr. Carter, for 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today with a heavy heart to remember and honor the life of former Georgia Secretary of State and United States Senator Max Cleland. Max was a political giant in Georgia, dedicating his life to service of others. A disabled war veteran of the Vietnam era, Max worked tirelessly to improve the Veterans Administration to help his fellow soldiers. Committed to helping others, Max made it his mission to help our veterans most in need and suffering from mental and physical disorders. As a pharmacist, I am able to personally appreciate his work to make life-saving medicines more easily available. His dedication and service to his community and country will not go unnoticed. I'm thankful for Max's lifetime of dedicated service, and I know his legacy will live on forever. My thoughts and prayers are with his family, friends, and all who knew him during this most difficult time. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to reflect upon the closing of the great Oglethorpe Speedway Park in Pooler, Georgia. The Oglethorpe Speedway Park opened in March of 1951 and has hosted some of the most exciting weekends for race fans ever since. Sadly, Oglethorpe Park will be closing its operations for good. This speedway has become a home for its employees and fans alike, such as Darlene Nerick, who has worked each season and every weekend since April 1st, 2000. Darlene's daughter took her senior prom picture and had her wedding at the track so that her mother could continue her streak. Geraldine Jenkins has been attending races since 1951 when she was 14 and has hardly missed a race. Georgians are collectively mourning the loss of this beloved landmark and the memories it holds. We are sad to see it go, but excited for what may come next. Mr. Speaker, I rise today with a heavy heart to remember and honor the life of the Reverend Monsignor William Oliver O'Neill of the St. John the Baptist Cathedral in Savannah. Reverend O'Neill served the people of Savannah for 46 years until his retirement in 2013. He served 6 churches in his time in Savannah and spent much of his time preserving the history of the church in the city. Reverend O'Neill oversaw and managed the $11 million restoration of the Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist in Savannah that was completed in 2000. In 2003, Reverend O'Neill successfully stopped an armed arsonist from damaging the church by telling him, "Don't point that gun at me, I'll knock your head off." He removed smoldering cushions from the bishop's chair and a burning Bible from the pulpit as the arsonist looked on. Reverend O'Neill returned, intent on fighting the fire with a fire extinguisher before police stopped him and firefighters arrived. He was the image of service to others and love for God, and my thoughts and prayers are with his friends and family through this difficult time. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to celebrate the 103rd birthday of Willie Mae Hubbard Wright of Liberty County. Born on November 4th, 1918, 7 days before the unofficial end of World War I, Willie Mae has been a staple in her community for many years. During her childhood, she was a proud member of Ebenezer Presbyterian Church in Freeman's Grove. She attended grammar school at Dorchester Academy and graduated in 1936. After grammar school, Willie Mae became a boarder in Dorchester, where she learned to sew, a talent that would stay with her many years after her time as a boarder. The living embodiment of motherly love, Willie Mae sewed clothes for her family and friends, making full use of the talent God had given her. We treasure Willie Mae and are happy to celebrate this momentous occasion. Happy birthday, Willie Mae, 103 years young. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
The gentleman yields back. The chair recognizes the gentleman.